And Dustin, it's really interesting because you lead a lot of technical folks. What have you noticed about leading technical people through change? Is it different?
Very. I know from experience. Yeah, so I mean, from a technical standpoint, folks in a technical role are just by nature more resistant to change in our industry. And it's because energy's been around for, centuries, and it's been done a certain way, and it's always been done that way, and it works, and why change it? Well, because the regulations are changing, the perception of energy is changing. And so, all of that aside, when you're leading somebody technical through change, the best advice I can give is just listen. And when you sit down in front of somebody and you say, just let me have it, tell me why you are against what I am trying to do. I never go in with an agenda. I never go in telling them where I want to get them by the end. I just want to listen to them. And by listening to them, a lot of times they have good points that often cause you to either redirect your change or to help them understand why that is not a big deal. And from a technical perspective, there are, like, if you have a budget and you have a project manager and they're an engineer and they're managing a bunch of engineers and you tell them they have $10 million to accomplish X. If it is $10,150,000, they are going to be resistant to that change because they've been given a goal. And so empowering them to understand the tolerances within the change, I mean, this is a monetary example, but empowering them to understand that, look, you have decision-making authority within this band to go over or go under your budget. That is one way, and that is helping them understand. It goes back to the putting it in perspective, which is, if you're over budget by 10%, that's a lot to you. It's not a lot to the organization because here's what it accomplished for us. It's not a lot for the city of Denver because here's what it accomplished for them. So, but listening, understanding, and then helping them see your perspective is, at least in my experience, if you've ever had experience going in and forcing somebody technical to change, then I want to hear your opinion. But it's listen, and influence versus dictate.
I love that, and I love that influencing. If anybody would like some extra articles or anything on exactly what Dustin's talking about influencing and asking questions and listening, please reach out to me. I've got some amazing podcasts and articles that I'm more than happy to share with all of you. So we've talked a lot about the strategies, about change when there's a change coming through. Dustin did a great job about listening about when we should have change, what some of the feedback might be.